slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got
Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. And finally, Brock, we can say it. Football is back. Oh, look at that. We didn't even practice that. Wins and losses don't quite count just yet, partner, but for a lot of people, us included, we are just happy to see games being played once again.
Yeah, it's been a long wait for fans of the sport. It's one thing to have a draft and OTAs. It's another to actually start hitting one another. And I know for these guys on the field, they can't wait to hit somebody else. And it's also the time to fight for roster spots and start shaping your roster for week number 1.
The punter, Jack Fox, to get this one started. And we're off from MetLife. And this is not a good start. That kick falls just short of the landing zone, and this opening drive is going to begin from the 40. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here.
Automatic first down.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Half jumbo, up we go.
Putting the tight end in motion. First down throw by Jones. Caught by Theo Johnson. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll run it with Devin Singletary. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Singletary again. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. He gets a half dozen on the carry, and that's also going to bring up 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, here's Jones. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
Half 88, half 88, half 88. Up we go. Up we go.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Second down run by Singletary. And he turns a little room to work into a gain down to the 9. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Able to get it to Singletary. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
On the shotgun, it's Jones. And he scores! It's a New York touchdown! The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now ready to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Good looking return here, and he's got room. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And leading them out in his 9th NFL season, he experienced a real resurgence last year. It's Jared Goff.
The questions about Jared Goff's future as an NFL starter, whether he's a long-term answer in Detroit, those are long gone. This offseason, signing a lucrative deal, including over $170 million guaranteed dollars. What I love about what he's done in the Motor City is he's created a sense of belief, a confidence that they have been waiting for, clamoring for. When he steps on the field and into that huddle, he elevates everybody around him. He's made believers in Detroit. Quite a redemption story for Jared Goff.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
2nd and 13. Spins out of one stop. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Receiver in motion, going left. Goff on 3rd. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Mark that one down as a 35-yard punt in the end. And it'll be Giants football. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Neighbors with a catch. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. A give up the gut to Singletary. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Here's Jones to throw. Connects with Slayton. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Okay, here we go.
Again, Jones to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Lions will go on offense. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Goff now on 3rd down. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They'll go right side with Gibbs. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Bobby Okereke making that stop. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's St. Brown working the sideline, complete. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
From the gun, Goff. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
3rd and long for him here. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Trying getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that brings up 4th and long. It'll be another punt. Jack Fox out there once again. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Singletary. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Trying to find his tight end. So it'll be 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
It away, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're up against it here on 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen on again for the punt. Jukes out a 1-stop. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they're going to take over possession. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Coming right is Gibbs. And they had that one contained right at the line. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Off to the air now. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Lions the 1st. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. First throw for the backup now. He's got Khalif Raymond. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. So it's 2nd down coming up. All right, Brock, getting a look now at their draft class from this year, and some haters on the outside for this class, but I know inside the building, they're real excited about this group.
You know, one thing, Kate, I've learned, meeting scouts out on the road, especially on the college level, I'll talk to them, and they'll say, different organizations, like, yep, this guy's a Raven. Yep, this guy's a Seahawk. Yep, this guy just fits who we are. The elite programs, they don't care about the noise on the outside. When they see a fit to their team and their organization, they go get them. And that's what I see in this draft class.
This throw is caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
They give it to Vaki. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions start to fight back with their first points of this game. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Michael Badgley on to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. Fox now to kick this one away. And he tried to finesse that one far too much. It doesn't come close to the landing zone, so set this drive up at the 40. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Let's go.
Lock. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. And it sets up second down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
3rd and long, and that coordinator decides to dial up the pressure, and they get to the quarterback. You know why I love this call, Kate? It's not just because of the aggressive makeup, but you really dictate to that offense. 3rd and extra long is a great time to blitz, because either you get home like that, or the ball's got to come out way short of the sticks. Job well done defensively.
It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it'll be their football. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Hooker will look to throw. It's complete to Vaki. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. And they're going to throw. No spike. Trying to catch him off guard. And they aren't fooled by that fake spike. They kept charging and got there to take him down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And they get to this one just shy of the opposing 30-yard line. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Trying the right side with Tracy. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Tracy once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. To throw, here's Locke. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Hooker to throw. And the 1st down pass set away by a defender, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So that brings up 2nd down. Here's Hooker. Hit some space around midfield. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Well, following that play, we have somebody shaken up, and man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Valky here from the gun, and they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 46. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Hooker set to pass. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Throwing is Locke. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
2nd and 10 now. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
To get home and hit and impact the quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing, and that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks, rotate your personnel, throw in some wrinkles, and once again, go hit that quarterback.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Locke looking to throw. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punter on now, and he gets into this one. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now, following that play, we have somebody shaken up, and man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Now here's Hooker. Connection made to Raymond. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
2nd and 4. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that gives the Lions the 1st. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Lions would take the lead with a score. Markers reset, ball at the 37. To throw is Hooker. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out a yard or two shy of the 15. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Brought in by Vaki. And he's brought down for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down the right.
Touchdown, Detroit. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Badgley for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Giants 7. Check clock to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. And this one doesn't make it into the landing zone. It comes down shy of the 20, and by the new rules this year, that means the ball is going to be placed at the 40-yard line. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Locke. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
Now it looks like somebody is shaken up after that play. You never like seeing injuries, especially in the preseason. We'll get the training staff out to work on him. They're now set for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Timeout called, and that's gonna be the second for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, here we go, second down.
Here we go, set.
Lock to throw it. Catch is made, it's Jalen Hyatt. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. The Giants are gonna call their final timeout here. First down from the red zone. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now it's second down. Here's Locke to the air. This one soars over everybody in the end zone. Just had to get rid of it. Incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Third and long for him here. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
On 4th down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. This 32 yards out on the right hash. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
One last play before the break. He'll throw it. He puts some power on a deep one left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. So we've reached the half of this preseason opener. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you two in just a moment. The preseason is upon us. Before you know it. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed. They'll watch the second half with the shoulder pads off, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Kate Scott.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Time now for the bottom half of the roster to make an impact, Brock. Our preseason opener underway in half number 2. He fields it from the 8. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Lions back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the... show just that. They've got first down from the 31. Goff. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams. Nothing doing there as he gets out of bounds back at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Lions readying for the punt. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he doesn't put much height or distance on this one. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt ends up a 36-yard kick. And the Giants are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Lock. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face 2nd down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions return the interception close to the red zone. He's stopped inside the 25. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Gibbs. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that 1st down marker.
And up to Gibbs from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Gibbs. Scores! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Splits the uprights. And the Lions drive their lead to 11.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. And this one doesn't make it into the landing zone. It comes down shy of the 20, and by the new rules this year, that means the ball is going to be placed at the 40-yard line. And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go.
A give to Tracy up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you could come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Here's 2nd and 11. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. It was there. He just couldn't corral it. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. To throw. Here's Locke. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure alters the throw.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And they'll begin this possession in just a moment. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. On 1st down, it's Goff. Hits him on the out route. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an out cut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Michael McFadden able to make the play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's grabbed inside the 30. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
It's Gibbs on the carry. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5. From the 21. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job, enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Gibbs, and he gets in, touchdown! The Lions make it a 3-possession game. It's a... Gibbs, touchdown! It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Fox now to kick this one away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now here comes the New York offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Locked down. Has him on the quick hitter. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get 1 step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Throwing his lock. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
This is a guy who... in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Goff now on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was Sam Laporta. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. On now comes their punter. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. And this is a worm burner. He did not hit that one well. Fair catch called for and made a little shy of midfield. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Giants are going to like where they start out for this drive. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing now from the gun. Flush down now to his left. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. 16 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down. Here's Locke. He's got him. That's Tracy. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the Lions' 13-yard line.
They go right back to Tracy. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Third and a lone yard coming up. Locke looking to throw. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Lions offense returning to the field. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll motion a tight end left. First down throw from Goff. He finds Laporta. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Goff back to throw. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing is gone. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down too. Excellent work.
It's a gain of 20.
A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. Goff setting to throw. That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Well, following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. And they've got themselves another first and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll motion Peoples-Jones left. Another one for Gibbs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after two straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. They'll go for it. Goff. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he... Base, and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there.
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions take a 3-possession lead. Fox now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Giants offense all set to get started. They just witnessed maybe the most impressive drive we've seen all game, Brock, and now they get a chance to answer with one of their own. Here's Locke to the air. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions take over after returning it inside the red zone.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Sending a tight end in motion left. They go play action with Goff. Escape. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Catch is made in close. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll run here. It's Montgomery. Runs it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Badgley for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions make it a 24-point ball game.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Giants and Drew Lock ready to go again on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 39. Tight end reels in a shallow throw. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Lock. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. That one's rejected at the line. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Lock to throw it. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Oh, he's in trouble here. He'll go down. The Lions got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference, they pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort getting after the quarterbacks.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions are tackled on the return right along their own 40-yard line. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's brought down for a loss.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Off play action. Goff. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They give up the gut to Montgomery. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll run again with Montgomery. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Goff to the air now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
A toss play, Montgomery. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Throwing now, off play action. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. Has room down the left sideline. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Trying for it on the ground. And he's in for 2, so don't write him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game. All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again, and again, and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
The visitors and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Running on 2nd with Montgomery. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Lions with a 16-point lead. 5 men in the secondary for the G-men now ahead of 3rd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. That's caught for the first. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Now it looks like somebody is shaken up after that play. You never like seeing injuries, especially in the preseason. We'll get the training staff out to work on him. They'll come up 1st and 10. Handoff running right, Montgomery. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. The Giants using their first timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Montgomery gets it from the gun. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. All right, set now, 1st and 10. This is Montgomery running right. And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Wait, what's this? They fake the spike. And that one falls incomplete. An unexpected call, but it does not get the better of them defensively. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Montgomery now up the middle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Motioning the tight end left. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 4th down.
After the penalty, let's see how their composure is on this 4th down. Running it after the penalty. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
Let's go now.
He'll throw it from his own end zone. Escapes the pocket. And this one doesn't go far. So the Lions get the win on the road. And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together for the victory. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from New York.